I know the algorithm can be so hard to rank in sometimes, but it doesn't have to be. If you understand how the algorithm works, you'll be able to craft your posts and whatever you're posting online, if it's a video, like an image, voice, whatever it is, you'll be able to rank it better in the algorithm. So this social media algorithm was created so that we can have a fair competition between accounts that are similarly in the same segment. So for example, all the online marketers or all the social media coaches or all the social media managers are in one category, and all our content kind of competes with one another. So that means that whoever has the best content will generally have a better ranking in the algorithm. And I'm going to talk to you a little bit more about what this actually means in a technical term, so that the algorithm, at least you can give the algorithm what it needs to be able to understand if this post is, it should be ranked or it should be categorized in this category. Every social media algorithm bases its ranking based off of the account category and the post category. And what this means is your account actually fits into a category. When you first sign up for a social media account, they usually ask you, what are you interested in? Or when you actually create the account, if it doesn't ask you what you're interested in, they will start seeing the content that you're having on your entire account, on your profile, what you're sharing, what you're talking about, what hashtags are you using, and then start categorizing you in that way. That's why most of the time it's hard to really rank in the algorithm when your account is fairly new, because the algorithm still doesn't understand what category you're in, but you need to be there to help it understand that. And we're going to be talking about how we're going to be ranking that in just a bit. But when we're looking at the account and how to categorize the account or help the algorithm understand which category we're in, using keywords is essential, because it will go through the content there and it will know that this is the category you're in. And if you're using accounts like that you add in all the interests that are relevant to your industry. So if you are in the nutrition industry, try your best to pick things that are related to health, to fitness, to eating disorders, to things like that, more than picking things that are of an interest for you, because you are supposed to be using your business account to actually rank your business and not for your personal interest. The second thing that the algorithm chooses to categorize you in is the actual post. So the post is basically the image or video or text or audio you're sharing, so based on which social media platform you're using, the caption that you're writing right under the video or the media, right? And how relevant is that text to the media file that you just shared, so the image or the video or whatever. The hashtags are the keywords based on whichever platform you're on, if they're relevant to what you're talking about, and if you're in platforms that use sound like Instagram Reels or TikTok. So the next thing that you also have a factor for ranking is the location. So based on the location that you're adding, you will also get put into a group of posts in this location, and they verify if you're actually in this location or not. And at the same time, there are other factors that are a little bit more technical in terms of like tagging and who you're related with and the related accounts for you and who you're engaging with, but we're not going to go into that. That's a little bit more advanced, and we're going to talk about the basics here. For you to actually rank on Instagram, on TikTok, on LinkedIn, on YouTube, on any of the platforms, your page and your posts need to be optimized. So what this means is your entire profile needs to be optimized, and we've already talked about that, and you can find on my channel several videos about how you can optimize different channels, like the Facebook channel or the Instagram channel. And if you want more details, there are guides and challenges and all these great things that you can sign up for that are for free in the description box below, so you can check that out at the bottom. But I want to talk more specifically in this video about the post. So when you're trying to rank in the algorithm for the posts that you're posting, there's a couple of things that you need to pay attention to. The first thing is the image. So the image here, I'm talking about like the media file. So it could be a video, it could be an image, it could be the text, whatever you want to share, the media. So this needs to be clear, not blurry, because the algorithm needs to quickly go through and see if this picture is what it says it is in your caption. And they need to be able to do that quickly. And when it's a clear image, it's not flagged as like, I'm not sure about this, we'll come back to this later. They actually go through it and they will be able to scan it on the spot and find out what it is. So from the first get-go, they know what it is. The second thing that you can do with your image is if you're on a social media platform that allows you to have an alt text, then you can definitely add in the alt text. And if you're on Instagram or you're on Facebook and you want to learn how to add the alt text, you should pick up the Instagram guide or the Facebook optimization guide in the description box below, because there I specifically show you where you can actually create this alt text. And this is just basically you telling the algorithm, this picture is a picture of a flower or a dog or whatever, right? With the advancement of technology, certain platforms can actually understand what you're saying in the video. So on YouTube, the first thing that you say, the first couple of words, the first couple of sentences, it is the most essential because the algorithm can actually understand what you're talking about. So it's really important for you to repeat your title in the beginning of your video so that the algorithm would know which video to, like, what is this video going to be about? Is it really about the algorithm and understanding the algorithm? Has she said a million times the word algorithm? But that doesn't mean that you need to be keyword stuffing like I was doing right now, like algorithm, right? That's not what you're doing. You need to be talking about something that actually has proper sentences where the algorithm can understand what you're saying and really quickly rank your video. With videos and with images, you should also be naming your files correctly. So I know sometimes when you're posting from your phone, that is not possible, but when you are posting from your desktop, that is going to make a little bit of a difference for you to be able to rank. If not, you have all these other ranking factors. Now, depending on which platform you're on, there's so many different factors of ranking and and using the algorithm to your advantage. So for example, if you're trying to rank on Google or on YouTube, there's like 300 factors for you to be using. So the more you use, the better it is, okay? So that's for the image or the media file. The second thing that you need to pay attention to is the caption. The caption needs to have the keywords that you're trying to talk about, trying to rank, and the caption needs to engage your audience. The reason why it needs to engage your audience is because if the algorithm shows this post to a whole bunch of people and they don't engage with it, then the algorithm is going to think that the image and the hashtags and the caption and all the different things don't actually portray what you're trying to portray. And they're going to think it's bad content, right? Because if it's good content, everyone would already be engaging. So that way you have that, and you need to pay attention to, okay, I need to have like an engagement action here. So for example, an engagement action is get the Instagram guide from the description box below. Get the Facebook optimization guide in the description below. That is an action. Comment on this video and tell me which social media algorithm do you want me to be talking about. Like this video because it's awesome. I mean, no, if it's awesome, like it, but if it's not, that's fine. But that just shows the algorithm that the person that's watching or the person that's reading or the person that is there on this platform is actually interested in the content. Then after you do those two things, you move on to the hashtags or the keywords. Based on the platform, it's different. So on Facebook, hashtags are not that great, but on Instagram, they're great. On TikTok, they're okay. On LinkedIn, they're okay as well. But generally speaking, depending on where your platform is, it's going to be a different search rank for the keywords. But keywords basically are what is my ideal client searching for, and adding that into the post. Then we talked about the sounds. Now here the sounds, it's a little bit interesting because you can actually go viral on certain platforms with the sound. And then the last thing that we want to talk about is the geotagging. And the geotagging, which is like the location, this is dependent on the social media platforms. Not all of them have it, and not all of them use them very heavily for ranking. So you can add a location and you can not add a location. A lot of my clients ask me like if they should add a location for like where they currently are, based on the current picture or based on their ideal client. You can do both. It's better for you if you're in a coffee shop though. If you're tagging, so for example, if you're tagging California, it's fine for you to tag California in general. The algorithm doesn't know every piece of California. But if you're tagging a specific cafe in California and this cafe has been tagged a lot, the algorithm can understand if you are currently, the image is in that cafe. So being really wise in terms of the location, that helps a lot with how you're going to be able to rank. As you can see, there's a lot of factors that help with your social media algorithm. So I'm pretty sure you learned a lot about the social media algorithm. I mean, I hope you did. So please, if you're still here, subscribe and hit the bell icon. It really helps the channel. And if you want to have more of a one-on-one conversation, let's go on to Instagram and continue the conversation. You can also leave a comment in the section below, just telling me what you liked about the video, or if you have any kind of problems that you're having with social media at the moment, go ahead and comment in the section below. I'll reply to your comment and probably create a video for you to be able to help you out with the problem that you're having. Now, if you want more daily tips and tricks, Instagram is where it's at. You can actually follow me there at Socialize that. And that is it for today's video. So I'll see you in next week's video. Make sure you're subscribed and hit the bell icon.